Hello, welcome everybody, welcome. This is going to be a reading that I'm going to impose about a very good exception and passion and everything else. But this is going to be a reading for, basically, I think it would be for Sagittarius. Okay, so, the point being is that about Sagittarius, she's a fire sign, right? So this Sagittarius reading will go for October 22nd to October 31st of 2024. This reading will be provided by about whoever is watching between a correspondence of a cross watcher or not, depending on how you can interpret it of it. But this is how it seems to be, and I guess you all interested about how it seems to be, and how to acknowledge that as it goes along, and this is what it seems to be. So in that note, everything has to be all good, and everything has to be all great. That's what it seems to be, and this is the way it goes, this is the way it happens, this is the enjoyment and how it is. So I'll do one oracle card for you, Sagittarius, and then basically we're going to do what the tarot is saying and what's happening and who's bothering you or who's whatever. But that's what it seems to be, and this is what's going on. So keep in mind that this is just how it is, and understand what's happening through that situation. So I'm going to do what seems to be, and that's how it goes. And I'm going to read you one oracle card, and then we're going to do the tarot as well. So this word, it says peace. I am a being of love, and I release all negative energy. You know what? That's how it is. That's basically how it seems to be for you. And this is the way of how it goes. This is the way of how you can understand, about the way of how you can accept it, on the way of how you can do it. But that's what it seems to be, right? So you need to understand about the way of how it is and how it seems to be, right? So you need to think about the positive, and that's all you can do, right? So that's how it seems to be. But you know what, Sagittarius, you do what you can, and you have to do what you want to do, and this is how it seems to be. This is the pure, education spot of how things are, and you have to put that into perspective, right? So when you bring peace, you do exactly what you want to do, and that's how it seems to be. But way to go, Sagittarius, way to go. Okay, so that's what that card means. But that's how it is. So that's what it seems to be, I guess. That's how it kind of goes for that situation. But anyway, it's the point being is that this is the way it kind of how it is, and this is the way it seems to be. So this is how it kind of remains, and I hope that this is the way it kind of how it is, right? So it's the way of how you can accept on how things are, and you have to do what you can, and you have to be a team player and everything else, right? So everything is going to be all about that way, and let's see what the tarot situation is, and let's see how it goes. So let's see. So basically in this note, that you have the Five of Swords reversed. Now you don't have any conflict, not just right now, but in previous ways, you have to look at it from a different way, and this is how it kind of is. It's kind of jolting about what's going on, and you have to feel like that. You have to feel like if everything is all good and dandy and whatnot and what have you and everything else, right? So you have to do what you can, so I can see that as a wonderful feeling. So let me look at the middle. So middle, left, and right. Here we go. So 2 Pentacles reversed, Ten of Pentacles upright, and the Eight of Swords is upright. Yeah, see, you're having anxiety, right? But then you want everything that's going to happen. Like you want trophies, you want whatever you want to be recognized, you know, and you have the Two Pentacles reversed because you're not balancing. You're not balancing two things at once. But that's very understandable, you know. So I can relate to that. I can relate about what's happening in that situation, and that's how it kind of is. Because this is the way it happens. This is the way of how everything is going to go, you know, and this is the way it seems to be. So what's going on? The Lovers is upright. Two of Swords is upright. The Empress reversed. Okay. Followed by the High Priestess is upright. Yeah, because you want to use your inner voice. That's how it seems to be. The Lovers, you have decisions. And the Two of Swords, you don't know which direction you're going to take, left to right. But due to complications about your anxiety or what happens, you need to believe on how you can do it, right? It seems to be very, you know, how it is, but then you think to yourself, all right, well, that's the way it goes. So tell me more that's happening. The Page of Pentacles is upright. The Hangman is upright. And you have the Six of Swords is upright, so you have movement. Page of Pentacles is upright. The Hangman is you have restrictions. What's this Page of Pentacles about? The Four of Swords reversed, but then you have Six of Pentacles. Yeah, because you want to balancing two things at once. You know, because you want to be balanced. You want to how you can do that as long as it needs to. What's with this Six of Swords? The Queen of Wands is upright. Yeah, so you could be dealing with another Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. What's this Hangman about? The Strength card reversed, so you have no strength. But yeah, the King of Wands is upright. So, you know, you could be dealing with another Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. So their fire signs are basically try to help you in ways, because everything has to be all, you know, grounded and all everything else, and you have to put things into perspective, you know, and this is like a resource. This is how it is. This is how you can do whatever you want to do, but you know, let's face facts. So what's going on? What's happening with this Six of Pentacles for Sagittarius? Seven of Swords reversed. Three of Swords is upright. Three of Wands reversed. Yeah, so you're not feeling deceit. You have heartbreak because you're feeling sad. You're having heartbreak, and you know that's how it was. You don't feel deceit or whatever you're feeling about. You have the Three of Wands reversed. There's no communication, not yet, but there are things that you need to understand about how it is. So I can understand the feeling of that. What's going on here for this Three of Wands? Page of Cups is upright. Okay. The Hermit is upright. The Temperance reversed because there's no healing. The Hermit represents solitude, but then it could be you're finding a soulmate. It could be that. Queen of Wands is Queen of Pentacles is upright because you want to be a working person. So I can understand that. I can understand the basics of how it is, right? It's your own formula of how things are. What's else between this Hermit? King of Wands reversed. Interesting. See, you have the King of Wands is upright over here, but then you have the King of Wands reversed here. Five of Wands reversed. Page of Swords reversed, Nine of Pentacles reversed, but then you have the Seven of Wands is upright. Yeah, because you're feeling resilience, because you're trying to like say, you know, you can do what you want, but then you have to think about what's happening, right? Because you're fearing of what's going on, and you have to think about all these things that are going on around you. And you know, this is like almost like a play-by-play situation, and you know, you have to believe in what's happening through that situation, right? So let's see who's doing this, who's being who in this situation. So we have the Emperor is upright, followed by the King of Waters upright, okay, followed by the Nine of Waters upright. Yeah, see, I can see that. I can see what's happening through this situation. So the Emperor, Archangel Michael, is organization, logic, structure and discipline, leadership. Yeah, see, that's how it is. You want to be a leader. That's how it is, right? Because that's what you want to do. You want to have your own structure. The King of Waters represents the trustworthy, compassionate, respected, cultured. Open your heart and mind to those around you. Trustworthy and heartfelt advice. Charity work. Yeah, that's how it seems to be, right? Because you want to put things into charity. Maybe that could be, you know, be responsive, and that's how it is, right? That's how it seems to be, right? That's kind of your goal, that situation. And the Nine of Water is your wish comes true, concerns fade away, a love of life. You know, that's how it is. So, you know, that's how it seems to be, right? So you'd be focusing on another Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio in one way or another. You could be focusing on another Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus. You could be focusing on Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. So there are things that you need to understand about how you can do it, right? This is the way of how it goes. This is how you can put that into, you know, perspective and how things are, you know. If you need to look at it, go ahead and look at it, because you have to believe on how things are. You have to, you know, mimic your own emotions, your own feelings, your own ways of how it is. This is not like an up above and beyond, you know. You have to figure out what's happening around you, and you know, you have to put into perspective. That's all you can do. But then you need to understand about what's going on through that situation. You know, you have to put that into perspective. You have to do exactly what you're told to do. You know, you have responses. You have this. You have that. You know, and you have to do exactly what you want to do. Yes, there are times where you need to step at the plate and do things for yourself, rather than having others to help you. But you need to do what you want to do. You know, I'm not trying to be mean or rude out there, but I'm just telling you what's happening through the tarot situation, right? So you need to understand that if you put things into a puzzle piece, and you put, you know, if you unravel a puzzle, you know, taken apart, you put the pieces back into the puzzle. You get it? You get me? Okay. Basically, it means that you're putting that into that perspective. Make your own picture, you know? So you have to understand that, because in many ways, this is what it seems to be, you know, and this is what's going on, because you have to do what you can, but in order to do that, that's the way it goes. This is the way it happens. This is the way it seems to be, right? So you have to do exactly what you're told to do, but that's what it seems to be, right? Because you have your own way of knowing what to do, right? So you have to face your own beliefs, and you have to do exactly what you're to, and this is what it seems to be, okay? So this is what's going on, right? Because when you look at it, you look at how things are, and you have to do exactly what you're told to do. So you have to do exactly what you want to do. what's in the middle of this situation. Yeah, 3 Pentacles upright. Yeah, because you're in a third party situation. So when you're in a third party, you'll be dealing with another Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus in that situation. But that's how it seems to be, right? So you have to do what you're told to do. So what's the universe saying for you, Sagittarius? So you have the Page of Wands reversed. 6 of Swords is upright, yeah, because you have movement. Queen of Cups reversed, no empathy. King of Wands reversed, no passion. The Knight of Cups is upright, yeah, there's romance, okay? Now Wands is upright, there's fear. The Temperance card is basically you have healing. So that's what it seems to be, I guess. That's what it is. And this is the way it kind of goes. So I understand that this is the basics of how everything is, and you have to do what you're told to do, and that's how it is, right? So this is the way it happens, this is the way it kind of goes, but this is the way it kind of seems to be. I will read you one of the cards for you. So here we go. So let me read you this. Number 24, stuck in the mud. So it's an upright position. Okay, so I'm going to read you that. This is an upright position of the stuck in the mud. So this is how it is. Okay, so let me. Right, so here we go. Stuck in the mud. You're being invited to stop and savor the wonder of your life. It says, upright. Becoming stuck is sometimes the only way to trick yourself into slowing down and looking around you. In fact, this is a sign that you need to shift your focus away from what you're doing and place your attention elsewhere. Struggling will only get you to even muddier places. Now is not the time to move forward, but to observe. Clarity about your circumstances will come a little later. Stop and find the joy in what you have been overlooking. Soon you'll be out of the mud, but for now, be still and know that Spirit has a plan for you. So that's what it seems to be. Basically, you're stuck in the mud because you can't go anywhere. That's how it seems to be. But you need to figure it out for yourself, and this is what it seems to be. So before I let you all go, pay attention about what's happening around you and what's going on, and you have to be who you are and be kindly and do whatever you want to do. So, this is what it seems to be, and this is the way it goes, because whenever things to be around you, you have to think about it, and you have to do what you can. This is not going to be like having a mini pause situation. This is not how it goes, but if you bring peace, Sagittarius, you do what you can, and that's how it seems to be. So before I let you go, pay attention, listen to it, and do what you can, because in ways you do exactly what you're told to do, and that's how it seems to be. So pay attention and do what you can. So do whatever you want to do, and that's how it seems to be, and I hope you enjoy it, because this is the way it is, this is the way it seems to be, and I hope you enjoy it. So please give it a like, please give it a comment, and enjoy. And I'll see you next time when I decide. So thank you so much, and